Make it your ambition, the scripture is enjoining us, to lead a quiet life. You should mind your own business and work with your hands, just as we told you. So that what will happen? So that your daily life may win the respect of outsiders, and so that you will not be dependent on anybody. But a lot of us are dependent on people. Always begging. You don't want to work with your hands. Always asking. I need this. I need this. I need this. I need this. If you give him a job to be a security man, he won't do it. If you give him a job to clean, he won't do it. But he will prefer to ask. But working with your hands, I tell you, is a very, very wonderful wisdom. Because the snake, from the first day it is born, it is non-dependent of the mother. Doesn't have exclusive breast, 6 months of what do they call it? Exclusive breastfeeding for 6 months. No, like that. First day, no, it's like, I don't need your breast again. I don't need anything. I can survive. I can work on my own. I can fend for myself. I can work with my own hands. But not so with a lot of us. You can't work with your own hands. Somebody must work, and you use your mouth to ask and collect. You wait, I'm coming. Let me read, because if I don't read, you think that I'm insulting you. But it's not because of you that I'm preaching. It's just the first point on the wisdom of the snake. The first point is that it is a master of non-dependent living. And as soon as they are born, they are non-dependent of their mother or father. They don't even know their father. And they don't care. No, you don't have to do anything for me. And if you get this wisdom, it will be good for you, because you don't gain respect from people when you beg them. A leader must not depend on anyone in order to command the respect of outsiders. You will command the respect of people when you don't depend on them for anything. A minister must work hard in order to avoid begging in all its forms. Begging is begging, whether presidents, politicians, or pastors are doing it. Begging is begging even when it is giving respectable descriptions like seeking investors, seeking aid, or attending donor conferences, or partnering with your donor friends or development partners. When you become a minister, no, you should see them in a couple of days. They are traveling. Even now, because of Corona, they can't go anywhere. And they begging, no. They say, maybe God is using it to teach us to be dependent on ourselves and have non-dependent living. But we are said that we are independent of others. So why are you dependent on others if you have to build a road, if you have to build toilets, if you have to build schools? Why are you dependent on? I'm not talking about MPP or NDC. They are all the same. They both beg. They all put us in debt all together. If we need to build hydroelectric plants, we have to go and beg for money to do it. If we have to build a trunk road from one city to the other, we have to go and beg somebody for it. Meanwhile, you say you are independent, and that Ghana, our beloved country, is free forever. But are you really free? If you have to ask somebody for money to build a road, if you have to ask somebody for money to build schools for your children, even toilets can be, a government from outside Ghana can build a toilet for us, and we are not ashamed for them to put their name, donated by the Swedish government, or donated by the Danish government, or Danida, or Jika. KVIP donated by. Why? Where we go and do our things, somebody should come and do it for us. I don't think it's humanly dignifying for somebody to build a place that you go and poo-poo. I mean, if it's a building and it's inside, fine. But not that as it stands there, no, the only purpose is for number 2. Is it number 1 or number 2? Number 2. And this number 2, no, it was built and donated by a government that is different from our own. It doesn't command respect. And then after that, you go to them for visa to go to their country to go to school. That's why they don't respect us. And you go and stand in the queue and they start interviewing people. It's dehumanizing. Yes, you are going where? Then the person is even confused because he's standing in the Netherlands embassy. And he knows that he's going to The Hague. Den Hague is in the Netherlands. But when they asked him, no, the way the tone and the forcefulness of the words and the English, which is also a bit strong. I'm going to I'm going to Kaneshi. Kaneshi, where is that? Sorry. I meant Bubuashi. They said, no, I mean, which city are you going to in the Netherlands? Den Haag. All right. What are you going to do there? I'm going to school. What school? Confused. Then a genuine person who is going to school just because of the tormenting questions, he can't even get the visa. Meanwhile, he has borrowed money to go and pay for visa fees and process all his educational papers and has got the international whatever from the school to go and present. They also, the man will just wave his hand once. Because we are shameful. The begging is too much. And you too in your life, your begging is too much. So be shot at dear fine be now when you break. Oh, this your dress is nice, so can I have it? Why do you go around begging and asking for things? Have you never not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread? Psalm 37 and verse 25. Do you not feel ashamed to be living your life hoping for someone to give you something? Don't you feel ashamed? Always asking for somebody, from someone, something. Without any effort. You make any effort. All you want to say, can I have this? I want to go here. Can I have this? Can you please help me with this? Please, I need this to do this. Please this, please this. That's the bad African mentality of begging for things. In Matthew 16, I think verse 4, there was a servant that his master was not happy with and he was about to sack him. And listen to what he said. Matthew 16 verse 4. He says, Luke 16 verse 4. Luke 16, not Matthew. Luke 16. He says, the servant, listen to what it says. Start from the verse 3, maybe verse 3. Then the steward said within himself. He said where? He said where? A time has come where you have to talk to yourself. Then the steward said within himself, what shall I do? For my Lord taketh away from me the stewardship. I cannot dig. To beg, I am ashamed. You see, to beg, I am ashamed. Which means begging is a shameful act. But you are not ashamed.